Okay, today we are going to be learning how to draw a cutie unicorn. I have already drawn mine today, and so this is the example we are going to be doing. I'm going to start with a new piece of paper, and I'm going to be drawing with Sharpie. You might want to draw with pencil so that if you make a mistake, you can erase it, and then you can go back over with Sharpie and trace back over your lines. So the first thing we're gonna do is we are going to turn our paper landscape. That means that the long way is from side to side. Landscape. So we're gonna start in the middle of our paper and we're gonna go slightly over and we're gonna make the unicorn's face shape. It's gonna be kind of like a U. And it doesn't have to be perfect, as long as it's that U shape. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to create the unicorn's bangs. They can just be a little zigzag, jaggy, however you want them to be. Maybe you want them to be curly. And then that can give us an idea for where we want our unicorn's horn to be. I think I want my horn to be right about there. So unicorn horns are kind of like a carrot. They have that bumpy edge. So I'm going to start at the top and I'm going to bring down that bumpy edge. I'm going to do 4 bumps and then I'm going to bring the end around and I'm going to go from the top and I'm going to do 4 more bumps. And you notice they get smaller as they go to the top. And then I'm going to draw some lines to show that it kind of swirls up like a unicorn horn. And then you can connect the unicorn's bangs up and around that unicorn horn. So now we have the face shape and the bangs and the unicorn horn. The next thing I'm going to do is draw my unicorn's little ears on both sides here. If you want to make them pointy ears, you can make them pointy. And then I'm going to draw my unicorn's eyes. Since I'm drawing this a unicorn cutie character, I'm going to make them really oval and really cute. I want to make a little glimmer in his eye. So I'm going to draw 2 bubbles. And then you don't have to do this with a pencil. You can wait until you go back with Sharpie. But I'm going to color mine in black around those bubbles. Make sure that you make your bubbles big enough so that when you go back and you color yours in, you can color without filling your bubbles in. I think I want to give my unicorn some eyelashes, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. And then we are going to draw the unicorn's nozzle nose. And it's going to be kind of a curved line. It's okay if it bumps into the eye like that. And then we're going to draw 2 little dots for the unicorn's nostrils. Now I think I want to give my unicorn some cheeks. And I'm going to make them kind of circle and I'm going to make them kind of run off the edge. If you want to make your unicorn's cheeks a different shape, like maybe a heart or a star, you could do that, and that might make yours a little more interesting. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to create my unicorn's mane. You can make your mane really zigzaggy like I did the bangs. You could make it very curly and do a bunch of curly cues. I think I'm going to make mine a little bit of both. So I'm going to make mine wavy and I'm going to do a bunch of pieces. And I want my mane to flow kind of off of his back. And then once I have those bigger pieces, I'm going to go back in and I'm going to separate them and make them look more like hair. You could even create some little stray curly Q hairs. You don't have to do this. Again, this is totally your call. Maybe I want to create another little piece of hair down here and then have a little curlicue coming off there and have another little curlicue coming down here. And then there we go. We have the head, we have the mane, and we're ready to do the rest of the body. So I'm going to start with the body coming down about where this cheek is. So I'm going to start there and I'm going to come just straight down. And I'm not going to go all the way down to the bottom of my paper. I'm going to make his back or her back leg, and I'm going to just curve it till I think that's about the right length, or about the right width for a leg. And then I'm going to go back up and I'm going to come down for the next leg. And the next leg is going to come further down because it is closer to us. And then I'm going to make my unicorn's belly. And then I'm going to go down for the leg. This leg is also closer to us, like this one. So I'm going to make these legs go down the same length. So you want to make sure these legs line up. And then I'm going to go straight up and then over to connect to the mane. Now I'm missing a leg, right? I need that leg to line up with this leg. So I'm going to make sure that this back leg is in line with this leg. I want to create some hooves, so I'm going to just make some lines where some hooves should be. And then I want to create my unicorn a big fluffy tail, kind of like my mane. And all I did was create kind of like a wave line. And then I came back and I traced it around, making it thicker to connect back to the body. And if you want, you could even create some other pieces coming out to just make that tail even fluffier. It's totally up to you how you create your unicorn. Okay, now I think I want to make like a shape on my unicorn side here. So I'm gonna make a heart. You don't have to make a shape at all, or you could do a different shape. It's completely up to you. Now, I want something for my unicorn's background, and what better thing to have in my unicorn's background than a rainbow? Now, you don't have to have a rainbow. You could choose something else. What is something that comes to mind for you that would go really well in your unicorn's background? You can choose to draw that instead of a rainbow if you would like. Okay, now my masterpiece is complete. If you have drawn this with pencil and you need to go back over with Sharpie, now is the time to pause the video and do that. The only thing I have left to do is to take markers, crayons, whatever you have at home, and color this in. And that is what I'm going to do. Okay, now that I'm finished coloring, don't forget to sign your name at the bottom. Or you can always use an initial. And then you're done. Hope you have fun with this. Bye.